2025 was the first year I achieved all of my New Year resolutions that I set for myself. I unlocked all of my dream skills that I've been chasing for years. I built a physique that my younger self will be proud of. I quit all of my bad habits that were just holding me back, and most importantly, I've helped others do the same. January is almost gone, as is the New Year motivation, but are you still working your best like you promised yourself to at the beginning of the year? In this video, I'm going to go over 5 simple strategies you can implement right now, and if you actually do them, I guarantee you that you'll hit every single one of your 2026 goals. Strategy number 1, identity shift. In the past years, for so long, I've been trying to hit all of my goals, to become my best version, become more disciplined, etc. But I was always stuck with bad habits, not being consistent enough, and never actually hitting neither the skills nor the physique that I wanted. And actually, all of the time, I was envisioning that version of myself who's achieved the things, the goals, the physique, the skills, etc. Everything that I wanted, and I was thinking how I'd be super confident, always disciplined, always following through, and all of that. But that negative mindset was what slowed me down. That mindset disappeared immediately once I realized that to achieve the goals that I set for myself, I first need to become the version who actually has those goals, and become him now. Not later, not in a year, not in a month, but become that version of myself right now. And this is the fact that is actually going to set me up for success and drive me towards the goals that I want. And I did that by asking myself one very simple question: what would the desired version of me do right now? And by asking yourself that question, it will give you clarity on exactly what you should be doing. Whether you should be eating the food that you're eating right now, or eating something more healthy. Whether after a busy work day you should go fucking sit down on the sofa and watch some Netflix, or make up a 45-minute block on your calendar to have a solid workout. So by asking yourself that question, it's going to give you clarity on exactly the outputs that you need to do to get to the desired version of yourself. And when you do that, first of all, your confidence will spike up because your goals will finally feel reachable. But the mistake I've seen so many people tell themselves, oh, I want to reach XYZ goal so bad. Oh, I want to gain shape so bad. Oh, I want a six-pack so bad. And thinking that after that their life is going to magically change and that they're going to become more disciplined, more confident, and all of that. But they never actually act in accordance with that version of themselves who has those. And here's the paradox. To actually get to where you want, you should already be there. And so by you thinking that you want certain things so bad, you're actually putting them on a pedestal. And what does that tell the universe? It tells the universe that you're not yet the person to deserve those, and they just get taken away from you. But to break that downward slope, you need to build self-trust first. And that comes from sticking to every single promise that you made to yourself. And I'm saying this with this amount of passion because before, when I was stressed out, when I was feeling low, basically my weak moments, I was thinking, why am I feeling so weak? Why am I feeling so undisciplined and all of that? But when I was looking at my phone and I was seeing my to-do list, and I was always seeing meditation wasn't done, certain task wasn't done, and a lot of the things from previous days, I've actually skipped them, thinking that it's not gonna do much. But like that, I was breaking my promises to myself, and therefore I was losing trust. And so by sticking to every single promise, becoming that version of you will become inevitable. Now, as for the action items for strategy 1, ask yourself, what would the desired version of me do right now? For example, the version of me who dropped 20 pounds or unlocked the muscle, it doesn't matter. And the second thing is, track your ITFT. ITFT stands for inability to follow through. So each point of ITFT gained drops a point of self-trust. So I want you to create an ITFT tracker on your notepad or Notion, it doesn't matter, and list down each time you didn't do what you said you would do. Now you've built self-trust and you know how you should act, but your mindset is what matters in the long term, which leads us to strategy number 2, belief mastery. First of all, I want you to make other people think that you're fucking delusional by having goals so big that their mind can't even fathom them. So when others can't see your vision, that means you're at the right spot. However, the big surprise is, this isn't delusion. What all of the gurus online saying, fake it till you make it, be delusional, and all of that, this is bullshit, because if you follow strategy 1, you build unbreakable self-trust and also act as the desired version of you, you should already know and have full conviction that you'll get there. So this isn't a delusion, this is just being realistic. But someone you know might tell you, oh, but it's impossible to drop 10 pounds in 3 months, or it's impossible to learn the front lever or the planche, whatever the goal for you is. It's possible to do it in 1 year. But guess what? If you ask someone like me, or if you ask someone better in general, it fucking is. And by the way, in terms of that, to give you a little shortcut, I have full blueprints on how to start calisthenics and also how to learn any calisthenics skill on a busy schedule. So regardless of your level, they would be useful, so you can go ahead and check them out. I've linked them down below in the description. And pillar number 2 to strategy number 2, kill limiting beliefs. Because guess what? If you are absolutely convinced that even if you're a beginner, you still show up, continue learning, continue executing and never stop, and at the end succeed, you will never be lazy, because you know that the work you're going to put in is going to get you the results that you want. And so as for the action items for strategy number 2, have goals so big, others think that you're delusional. And number 2, list down all limiting beliefs on a piece of paper and change them. But you may ask, Alexi, how the hell am I supposed to change the limiting beliefs? Which leads us to strategy number 3, control yourself. Switching the limiting beliefs happens through relaxation. And relaxation helps you get rid of all of your thoughts momentarily while in the moment of it. And like that, you'll be able to kill any limiting belief that pops up in your head like that. So what do you actually do for relaxation? You do meditation. Yes, it sounds spiritual, it may sound strange to you, but it hasn't only helped me with my business, it has helped me with my fitness as well. Because not only has it helped me kill any limiting beliefs, but it's helped me control myself, first of all, what I eat, my bad habits and all of that, but also it has helped me a ton to concentrate during workouts, because none of the professional athletes or world champions in any sport would be doom scrolling between sets or something like that. So the way I do my meditation is 10 minutes right after and 10 minutes right before bed. But I want you to make it a non-negotiable. Right now at the start for you it may sound strange, it may sound like it's not gonna help you a lot, but you can do all the research and you'll find out that it does. Most importantly, if you actually stick to it every single day for 1 week, you're gonna see the benefits and why I'm so passionate about meditation. But all the other positives aside, relaxation and meditation will signal to your brain that you're in control and not the other way around. So negative thoughts and lack of discipline will just start disappearing. And now pillar number 2 to strategy number 3. Success with your physique, skills, health, etc. is not about constantly adding things, but I would argue that it's about removing friction and removing obstacles. And that applies to you whether you're a beginner or a more advanced athlete, it doesn't matter. So first of all, master the basics and then stop adding different routines, programs and exercises. Yes, I know it may be exciting to try new things out, or maybe you're not seeing the progress that you would like to, so you're constantly changing the new programs, but you're always stuck wondering why you're not making any progress. But sticking to a program for 1, 2 or 3 weeks isn't enough to see anything. It isn't enough for things to compound. So you're actually just killing your gains in the long term without realizing which program works for you, which exercises work for you, and all of that. Of course, I'm not saying to never experiment, but constantly adding new things will just slow you down by miles. And now the action items. Meditate every single day to kill limiting beliefs. And of course, I'm not saying to copy me exactly, because for you, it might be better to do, for example, a 20-minute block of meditation and not split it into 2. So try it out and find what works best for you. And the second thing is, control yourself and don't overcomplicate things. But how do you actually maximize your output on a day-to-day basis? Which leads us to strategy number 4, create systems. Why make things difficult when you can simply make them easier? It's a lot easier to succeed in something if you make it as simple as possible and you create a system behind it, so you can just constantly repeat it. Therefore, I want you to create a schedule of your day-to-day tasks that you repeat on a day-to-day basis, with exact times to eat, sleep, workouts on X days and Y times, and all of that so you can fit your schedule. And on top of that, have an unnegotiable structure of your workouts that you will stick to no matter what. So you don't just do what you feel like doing, but you do what's right. And right now you may tell me something like, but Alexi, my schedule is too hectic. Good, I bet you can move a few times on your calendar, a few meetings or something like that, or get certain work done sooner. I've done it before, it's not that hard, it's pretty simple and straightforward. You just have to put in more hours, be more focused and all of that. And like that, you can make up time for your fitness goals, for calisthenics goals, for your health goals, it doesn't matter. However, if your schedule is really that unpredictable and hectic because of your work, business, or whatever, well, for you it would be a bit harder. But even in that case, try sticking to similar times on your calendar when it comes to sleeping, eating, workouts. So for me personally, this is what my schedule looks like. Every day I wake up at 7 a.m. because every day making negotiations with myself, snoozing the alarm, deciding when to wake up, is just a ton of energy wasted and decision making for the rest of the day that I could spend otherwise on deep work, on workouts and everything else. Then I have my morning routine, which is meditation and breakfast. I prep myself and go to fucking school and have to waste like 7 hours over there. But anyways, then I get my shit done as fast as possible for school. We're talking about minutes. And then I go straight into the deep work. Like I told you, I literally don't have rest in my day. I have school, but I have work as well. And if I want to be exceptional at both, it's very hard to actually give myself a ton of rest, to scroll and to have bad habits. I mean, they just eliminate themselves completely by themselves. So we got a deep work from 3 until 9. And in between my work hours, I have my workout and my dinner. And like that, I recharge, I get energized from the workout, and also I'm clearing my head. So my workout is great, and then I have my dinner, which of course every time is healthy. I'm not eating processed food from the store or shit like that, and I'm all good. Then I finish all my work, then I routine, again it's meditation, it's planning for the next day, thinking about how are the workouts, what I did wrong, all my habits and all of that. So yeah, that's my night routine, and that's how my daily schedule looks like. I literally have everything planned out, even minute by minute, because I have another task list in another app. And finally, strategy number 5. Write down 5 action items you'll do every day for every one of your goals, so you can actually hit them. And you can also go a bit deeper, like me, but I'm gonna get to mine in a bit later. So just have fun with it, have punishment if you don't do it, have your IT tracker and all of that. Excuse me. So for example, your goal might be put on 10 pounds of muscle in the next year, or put on 20 pounds, it doesn't matter. So list down, for example, workout at 7 p.m, eating breakfast, lunch and dinner at certain times, and then taking my protein at Y times and all of that. Or for example, if your goal is to do, it might be something like focusing on intensity, XYZ exercises in each workout, X amount of reps between sets, and learn something new about it each week. So yeah, that's it. It's literally that simple. And when you know what you should be doing every day, you'll already be feeling productive, and you'll already be feeling like the version of you who already got there. Because you know that those are the inputs, and this is the way that your best version actually thinks. So the chances of you losing is 0. And of course, with time things will get a bit clearer, you'll be confident in what you're doing and what you should be doing. So don't stress about being kinda lost for the first few weeks. Now let's move on to my personal goals and the way I listed everything down with all the action items so that I can actually get to those goals. Now first of all, of course I start with mindset, because if you don't have the mindset, you cannot succeed anywhere. So I start with actually giving 100% every day. So this is my definition of success. If I'm doing better than my competitors, if I'm doing better than the other athletes and all of that, that means that I've succeeded and time just hasn't caught up yet. Then we have art of not giving a fuck, operate from a state of positivity and abundance, and as you can see, journaling and meditation is there, of course, 100%. Then the other thing is calisthenics and health. As for the action items, I got my protein, no processed foods, and 9 hours of sleep. For it may be less, but for me I need at least 9 to 10 hours of sleep, otherwise I'm dead. Especially because I'll try to participate at the World Calisthenics Championship, June 12th to 14th. I have everything super planned out to the detail and all of that, because I want to be prepared to the maximum. So as you can see, I have planned out for the planche. By February 1st within 10 days I need to get the straddle. Then by June 1st the full planche and the straight bar planche, straddle planche for 5 seconds. I have the workouts, the sets, the minutes, strength and weak links, and intensity over volume. So as you can see, I got everything. Then for the front lever, I got the clean front lever touch of 3 seconds and 2 clean front lever pull-ups in 1 set. Again by February 1st. And I have over here, avoid false grip, I'll avoid over false grip, because I've injured myself a ton of times because of over false grip. No rushing progressions, max attempts, and again everything else. And now as for the dynamics, I have everything planned out with dates and detail for every element I should master. The 360, gainer, 540 and ganger. And then on second place we got the personal brand, because I want to put out truly the best content for you guys. It's here, and I have the daily inputs for it as well. So we got the 2 videos a day on short form, a high quality YouTube video each week, be more transparent and genuine, and 50,000 followers on Instagram and 10k on YT. Again, it's optimistic, but like that, when I'm shooting for the moon, I'll land among the stars. So we're good. And then as well, I have it for the business. Everything set up, everything planned out. I got the daily inputs, and I have everything written down for each quarter, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So I'm strongly encouraging each one of you to do the exact same. And of course I'm giving you all of this value, but if you don't implement it, there's no point in it. So be sure everything that you found is valuable, or everything that you're not yet doing, be sure to implement it, try it out, see what works and take it from there. So yeah, that's pretty much it of today's video, and I wish you a successful 2026. See you on the next one. Peace.